Yo, what's up, YouTube? What it do? It's Rod D, Orange Ninja News. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, man. So, I have been working on my whole technology thing and getting my background noise taken care of because, of course, I'm a trucker. I still work in the trucking industry right now. So, I apologize for some of my earlier works if you heard some background noise from the truck, or if I be walking around outside, there'd be other trucks you hear. The truck engines are pretty much loud for the semi trucks and these 18-wheelers. They got really big engines and they make really big noise. And it's kind of hard trying to find a good editing program that'll edit out and do real good noise cancellation, keeping all that background noise out where you just hear my voice and don't hear the noise. But on this one right here, I think I finally got it figured out, and the new program that I'm using now should be sufficient enough where you might still hear some of the background noise, but it's not going to be ridiculously loud like some of the other times when I did it and there was background noise. Hell, you can hear the background noise more than my voice, and the background noise would be drowning out my voice, and you couldn't hear me, but you could hear the noise from the engine. I was like, oh hell, now I got to fix this. That was a real big problem. That's a pet peeve of mine for a little bit. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to have a real tight and real nice show, man. I ain't trying to have something sounding raggedy where the people will be like, yo, I can't hear what he's saying, so I'm just going to turn the channel right about now. And you know, that's what it'll be like. They'll be like, yeah, can't hear what you're saying. No thanks, I'm gone. You have to give people a quality product, man. You can't half-ass. And then I be sitting around complaining why I don't get no love, why everybody else is popping and I'm not. Well, hey, that's the whole thing. You know, you have to put in work and really go for it, man. Try to do some high quality work. And that's my goal, that's my aim, and that's what I'm going for now. And let's see, today we'll be talking about the kids' Pure-Z's gummies. We'll be talking about motivation. We'll be talking about topics on today's news. I'm also adding the song of the day, and I'll be adding a movie of the day. I'm gonna do talk about self-discipline and Sammy Sosa moment, and yeah, I think that'll be a pretty tight show. So without further ado, I'm about to get popping right about now. Now, as far as the kids taking something to go to sleep, this is new. I mean, we haven't done this in the past. In the past, you would give a kid some warm milk. You warm some milk up on the stove, and then you let it cool down a bit, and they could drink that, or you let it cool down a bit and put in a little bit of chocolate syrup, and they could have some warm chocolate milk or something like that. Help them further along to go to sleep for that night. You know, if you had a restless kid that kept bouncing around and was miserable and couldn't sleep, that was a good way to go with it. And it's several home remedies. It's different ways to do that to get a kid to get some sleep. Well, I bring that up to say this. Now, they have new kids medicine to help kids go to sleep. I'm like, what the hell is this about? They have some gummy bears, so they look like candy because everybody ate gummy bear candy, and we all used to eat gummy bear candies. So now you got this product that looks like candy, they're little gummy bears, but it's called Pure-Z's for kids. They help the little kids go to sleep. Yeah, I feel some kind of way about that because I don't think kids need to be getting introduced to NyQuil, which some parents would still do that back in the day, give them a little bit. But that's if they was like, sick and stuff and couldn't get to sleep. You really don't supposed to be giving them that, but they give them like a real small dose of it. They have them knocked out, they'll be sleeping good. But you know what I'm saying? And NyQuil came out with the Z-Quil for the adults, and you can take the Z-Quil if you just skip it. I'm just trying to get some sleep, because that's what ended up with NyQuil being for after a while. It was, of course, it's originally, and its purpose is if you got a cold and you got sick, it's cold medicine, it helps you out. But a side effect of that As you get a good drowsy, sleepy feeling, and you can get to sleep way quicker than normal. You don't want to take the junk if you're handling heavy machinery, especially if you're out here driving no damn truck. You stand enough, don't want to be messing off with that. Then I fell asleep behind the wheel or something. But you at home, you got a cold or whatever, that's good. Then you're going to get some real good sleep that night. But the thing is, man, so everybody was like starting to use that as a form of getting some extra sleep. And then it kind of kicked up a notch when cats started going after the codeine and having codeine as a form of high, which I never got that, because when I'm too sleepy, man, I'm miserable. Either I'm gonna go to sleep and get some good rest, or I need to be taking stuff to help me stay awake, not some sleep junk. In other words, like, how you at the club sipping on codeine, getting sleepy at the club? It doesn't make sense. That's kind of ridiculous, man. You go to the club to be up in the party and jump around, have a good time, dance with a nice young lady or something, The hell is you sipping on that shit to try to go to sleep while you at a party? I never got that part. I never been in the whole codeine thing. At one point, I was kind of like heavy on the NyQuil, and that's when I wasn't driving. I was doing other job, which man, I ain't going into all my personal life right now. So I ain't talking about all that right now. But I used to hit that NyQuil a little too heavy. And I was like, yo, this is ridiculous, man. I got to stop this shit. And you know what I'm saying? It got to a point where at night I just couldn't sleep. I'd be tossing and turning and squirming around and would need a sleep aid. That's why I say I don't think it's cool for kids to get that put up any kind of sleep aids and these new sleep aid gummies and shit like that, because if a dog can form a habit off of that shit and get hooked on it, and every time they go to sleep they associate with, okay, where's my sleep aid? I need a little something to get me, to take the edge off and get me on, to the other side. You know what I'm saying? You get into the habit of having it every time, or going to get some kind of sleep aid every time, and that's a grown adult that got more self-control and more understanding of the world than a kid. A little kid's brain isn't fully developed yet. So they would have a way harder time of figuring out right and wrong, and of what's an addiction and what's not an addiction, and etc. So why start the little babies off already getting them hooked on some damn, so they have sleep aids and shit. And by the time they get older, they want to mess off with some damn codeine and every other type of this, that, and the other. Okay, well, you can't complain, because you're the one that did that. You're the one that started them off on developing the damn habit. That's why, man, I'm totally against that one. I mean, I seen that on the commercial, and I was like, what? Are you serious? Really? This is how we doing it now with the kids? I was like, I couldn't believe that one. And that was my main thing when I started thinking, because like, whenever I kicked the habit and I caught on to it and noticed that I developed the habit with that shit and went to kick that habit, it was like, like anything else. Just like somebody addicted to codeine or addicted to this or addicted to that. You just get in the habit of it, used to that feeling and shit, and you steady trying to chase it every time. So yeah, man, so that'll be a no for me. When it comes to little kids taking sleep aids, that'll have to be a no. Yeah, so parents, watch out for that. But it's up to the parent. Hell, they not my kids, they're yours. So my kids won't be getting no damn sleep aids, but that's what you choose for your own. You got my advice, my opinion, and how I feel about the subject. Yep, and that's how that goes. So let's go ahead and switch gears, get into the next topic. Now, my next topic is going to be about it's just a little motivation, because the next thing I want to talk about is how you could be successful no matter your circumstance that you're coming from. And to me, I got a little motto I always say to myself, which is work hard and pray to God. And that's like that's like my little motivational phrase for myself, and that way I can keep it going and keep it popping. Because I have other cats that be asking me like, damn, you drive trucks, you have a YouTube channel, and you steady your truck. Every time I see your truck, it's shined up. Rims can damn blind somebody. Look like damn mirrors with some jewelry on it. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like they be like, yo, how do you find the time and the energy to get all this stuff done, and you keep it popping and you doing stuff back to back? And I'm like, man, that's what it is. Work hard and pray to God, man. Just go for it. I try not to make a lot of excuses. And whatever little downtime that I have, I try to make that useful instead of sitting down saying, yo, I'm waiting on this, or sitting down, I'm waiting on that. I'd rather be out there making stuff happen and going for it. Because in my mind, if I go for it and fail, okay, cool, at least I did something. But if I was to sit on my ass and nothing happened for me, I feel bad, because that's common sense. Of course, nothing gonna happen for you if you're just sitting on your ass. I'd rather say, at least I damn tried, and that's always been my motto and how I get a lot of stuff done. You know what I'm saying? Steady be at it. And yeah, that's just a little phrase I have for myself. Work hard and pray to God. So that's been a little motivational moment. So now let's get into something else. Now, as far as the news, there's been a lot of shootings lately. Everybody knows it's been all on the headlines. Everybody already know about the mass shootings, because it's been multiple mass shootings. In fact, they say so far this year we had 250 mass shootings already, and a lot of them don't even make it to the headlines. And right now they just like so damn the norm right now. We're just used to the foolishness and people acting out, and that's not good. That's really bad, because if you look at other countries, that right there, that make us look weak as a country. I mean, I can look on the news for Russia, I look on the news for China. I don't see no damn mass shootings over there. But we always be saying, oh, they're communists and we're much better and this and that. I mean, the other countries that we talk about and say we're so much better than, we have to show we better. We have to prove that we better. We have to actually live up to that standard. That just saying something, anybody could just say something. And the other countries, they see that. They be like, they got a real weak structure over there right now. Look at them. They got all types of mass shootings and foolishness going on. They can't even control their own damn people. How they going to tell us what's up or what to do as a country when they can't even control their own damn people? Got all types of shit going on over there. Mass shootings every goddamn day. And that's it. It makes the country look weak. So no matter what, the idiots that do it and pull it off, whatever their philosophy, whatever foolishness they telling themselves, which I don't understand. It's like, okay, this sleeper cell or this terrorist guy, he came from somewhere. Why don't you just go ahead, grab up his whole family, all his friends, like you do everybody else, and they should be at Guantanamo Bay, Gitmo, the Gitmo naval base over there, getting interrogated, getting that good treatment. What was which one they caught alive? I don't know. Was it the El Paso guy? I think it was the El Paso guy they took alive. One of them they took alive. His ass should be getting waterboarded somewhere right now, man. If it's good for the hen, and it's good for the goose. Once we find out what's going on, and these guys are doing some terrorist crap, that's what's up. They're supposed to be at the Gitmo base right now, getting waterboarded, giving up the names. Who's your associates? Who you hang with? If it was in China, they'd be doing it. China would go to whatever village that fool was from. The whole village would be quarantined. They don't play over there. They handle business. Look, if you're over in China and do something insulting their government, they would take you out in the town square and cane you on your back in front of the news cameras and everybody. It has happened before. We had one of our college students from America over there getting his ass caned in the middle of the damn city with the damn cameras rolling. Only thing we can say over here, they shouldn't took his ass over there disrespecting shit. Ain't shit we can do. That's a whole different country. But we always, the freedoms and this and that, and he has his rights, or his friends and stuff didn't have to snitch him out. They got their rights. They don't have to. Yeah, man, that wouldn't fly in Russia. In Russia, they swarm in everybody associated with his ass to be hemmed up. That's why the shit don't happen over there. They know they don't play. When you got someplace that's lax like that and letting them do whatever, I'm telling you, it makes the country look weak, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave that at that, man, because that's depressing. See, when on the days when most of the news is bad news, it's hard to talk about the news, man. On days like that, it'd be like, shit, I don't even want to say shit about what's in the news today. Whatever the trending news story is, if it's that depressing, that make you not even want to talk about it. And then we keep on this shit about, I don't know what we could do about it. Okay, let's ask the question, what would Russia do? They obviously don't have a problem with shit. No, you don't want to follow their example? Okay, what would North Korea do? Now, damn sure enough don't see no mass shootings over there. They do not have that freaking problem. You know, sometimes you got to look around. Skip the propaganda talking about you better than whoever that don't have the problems that you have. Let's cut out the propaganda. Let's look. How come these guys don't have the same damn problem we having? What do they do to combat that shit? We can stop it overnight. We know what the hell to do. Well, the family and friends have their rights, and everybody lawyering up, and yeah, okay. So we just play stupid like we don't know what to do. I'm just saying, the rest of the world looking like, damn, they weak as hell. They can't even control their own damn people. Yeah, so, man. Yeah, and that's what make it hard talking about the news some days, man. So that's why I said I'll be adding to the show with a song of the day and a movie of the day. That way, it don't get all on the days when the news all bad, don't get slumped and shit start, just being a drag. You know what I'm saying? Just being a downer because of the depressing ass news. And the song of the day is Old Town Road with Lil Nas X. And the reason I picked Old Town Road with Lil Nas X is because, that song is still booming right now. I mean, dude go hard. And it was basically like winning the lottery for him. Because you think you go from not having money to one of your songs picking up, and not just get picked up, but get picked up in a major way, and you just start balling out. Next thing you know, you're rich as hell, doing shows everywhere. You could do a show anywhere in the world right now, and the dude stay busy, but he got like 2 or 3 videos for it, and then the main official video that he got for it is the one where they on a horse, and then they go back in time and shit through a little time tunnel. They go forward in time through a time tunnel. That video is tight as hell, man. That's good that they took time coming out of with the video and didn't rush and just do anything. They made sure they did a video that was tight as hell, man. That joke is nice. If you haven't seen the official video for the song of Old Town Road with Lil Nas X, you definitely want to check it out. It's definitely a treat, a real tight video. But and I heard lately some of the people was talking about his sexuality and what's his sexual preference or whatever. Why does everything have to turn to that bullshit every time, man? Who cares what the hell he does in his own bedroom? I don't want to know that shit. I want to listen to a nice song and enjoy myself listening to the song. Probably dance a little bit. Probably sing along with it a little bit while I'm driving or something. I don't care what the shit he's doing at night. I'm not thinking about that. I don't need that imagery in my freaking mind. This shit, do I care what the hell he does at night? That the song talks nothing about that part. Thankfully, it doesn't. I don't give a shit about his sexuality. No, I don't get it. It always keeps coming back to that bullshit. I mean, like, there's nothing else to worry about in the world except for that. Oh yeah, nice song. I wonder who he's screwing. What the? I don't get it. It's kind of stupid. But anyway, so yeah, he's got the song. Who's on there? Miley Cyrus dead. Shit, I always forget his name. Real good guy, country singer. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Hannah Montana's daddy. Billy Ray Cyrus. Yeah, that's it. I knew it come to my mind in a minute. But yeah, you got Billy Ray Cyrus on there. It's a real tight song. Alright, so now we're going to get into the movie of the day. Blah, blah, blah. Yo, man. That's right. Hey, I'm being dramatic with the movie of the day. Yeah, for me, the first movie of the day, I think, need to be a classic movie that I love, and by somebody I think just don't get enough of shine. I think they should get way more shine than what they get. So for me, the movie of the day, I pick the Blade series. Any of the movies from the Blade, Wesley Snipes, the old school Blade. The new guy, for the new movie they're gonna have coming out with Blade, of course. The guy, the new guy, he played on a lot of movies, real good actor. But to me, he looks older than Wesley Snipes, so I don't get the whole thing about them saying, okay, well, we're going with a younger person, you know, for the Blade series, for the next movie, and this and that and the third. Well, I'm like, yo, a younger person, I'm thinking they're going to grab somebody in their 20s. A younger person, I'm thinking a 22-year-old, fresh-faced actor that's ready to go, you know, just starting a career. A Blade movie would be really great for him to get him started with his big acting career. Maybe he did some little small bit parts, and this would be him stepping up to the big stage. Oh, no, that's not what happened. They get a well-known actor who's well-seasoned, already had his run. You know, he's got his paper. He done played in so many different movies already and starred in them. And he's no youngster. I mean, hell, you put him and Wesley Snipes side by side, and Wesley Snipes look younger than this dude. So what the hell? No, come on, man. Go on with somebody younger. I think the whole thing was, I think the last Blade that they did, it was a little trouble on the set, you know. They said that Wesley Snipes had an attitude and this, that, and the other. But I think that was good for the movie. You don't want Blade's supposed to be the tough guy, and Blade doesn't get along well with others. And that's the point. That's why he works solo. So when Wesley Snipes is still in character, and he act kind of snobbish or standoffish with you, the man's just still in character, man. Cut him a break. What the shit? Come on, man. My dude is a real martial artist. He's really about that shit, man. He's been doing martial arts for a long time in real life. Works out, stays fit. I mean, he can give these young cats a run for their money. Or if you're gonna say, yo, we're gonna go with somebody younger, man, then actually get somebody younger, get somebody in their 20s. Don't get some old head that look older than. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, that was my disappointment with it. So that's why I'll be watching the old Blades. I'll be watching the old Blades with Wesley Snipes and yeah. So the new one, he should be in the new one too. Some kind of appearance will be made, most likely. You know, some little cameo type joints. No major role or something like that, but you know, being the daddy of that series and the one that made that series, it will only be right. Okay, well, now let's go to another topic. I want to do the thought of the day now, and the thought of the day is, let's see, the thought of the day is self-discipline. Yeah, I said earlier I was going to talk about self-discipline. So I'm gonna have self-discipline as the thought of the day. Now, self-discipline versus procrastination, that can equal to success. I mean, easily, because we're all procrastinators. I mean, actually, if you think about it, nobody immune from procrastination. That's when you say, okay, well, I know I got to do this, but right now I'm concentrating on this other thing. So, yeah, I do that part tonight. Then nighttime get there. Yeah, you know what? I said I was going to do this tonight, but you know what? I'm going to do that in the morning. I'm tired. I need to get my sleep right now. Yeah, it's called procrastination, man. We've all done it. We all been through it. Anybody that tries to say they never procrastinate one day in their life, come on, man. Yo, I quit talking to them. I'm like, yo, you gonna lie to me over something simple? I'm done. There ain't nothing else to talk about. You already lying about little simple shit already. So, yeah, that self-discipline goes a long way, and that's what can override that procrastination. Self-discipline is, you have guys that not only eat once a day, or they're vegetarian, they don't eat meat, or a guy that, like me, used to mess with tobacco. I don't even dip tobacco no more. I left it alone cold turkey. It was hard as hell to do, I'm not gonna lie to you, but that's called self-discipline. It's self-control. Having some kind of control over yourself. And you really have to, because if you don't, when you just let yourself just get all out of control, then that's when all types of stuff can happen in your life, from whether it's just being reckless with the drugs and the drinking, partying too much, it's just whatever type of dumb bad habit that you know you shouldn't be doing, but you feel as you have no self-control over it. Like you just give into your primitive urges and you just go for it. And then later on you end up on Skid Row or something. You got to have some kind of discipline. And that'll knock out your procrastination, because now that you have some kind of self-discipline, instead of saying, oh, I do this later, I do that later, you're like, you know what, I'm going to knock this out right now, so come later, I don't even have to worry about it. I'm not going to say I'm going to do it later. Nah, knock it out right now, and it's no longer a problem. Matter of fact, I know I'm not going to forget about it later, because I'm going to do it right damn now and get it knocked out. And I think that's just the best policy, having some kind of self-discipline. And you can start off slow with stuff like try to eat at a certain time of the day, or like Buddhist and other Oriental style philosophies, they practice a lot of self-discipline. You'll see it in different religious cultures where maybe they only eat once a day, or I know as far as like both Jewish and Islamic culture, they both have times where they will go without eating or drinking while it's serving their holy book. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, that's self-discipline. There's many different ways to practice self-discipline, but you start practicing through some kind of art or some kind of style, and you just get more and more control till you have the self-discipline where you can figure ways to break bad habits, figure out ways to make your life better, figure out ways to cut out the procrastination and such. But that's a major key. A lot of people just don't have that self-discipline, and you always wonder how somebody end up on drugs or whatever like that. But somebody who never smoked cigarettes before or dipped tobacco, I can't say that you have self-discipline over tobacco. Hell, you never tried it, so that's not a good example. That's why I use me as an example as far as a person that actually quit and fiend for tobacco every day, but I just override it with self-discipline. Put my mind on other stuff. I hit the vape pen. I go for a walk. I listen to music, and just put your mind in a different space. Try to get it out your mind the best you can. And that was the thought of the day. So the thought of the day again was self-discipline versus procrastination can equal to success. Now, I want to talk about subject where it's kind of rough to talk about. Okay, basically, I'm gonna just go into it. There's no easy way, but the whole Sammy Sosa thing, man, with them bleaching the skin. Now they got permanent skin bleaching nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have step. You don't have to have that little. They got stuff out here that's temporary. It's not permanent. People would use soap, like the bar soap, and you take that and you put that on your skin and let it set, and you let it set overnight. Then the next day you make your skin peel and stuff, and that style, they call it in Jamaica they call it soap cake. That's a soap cake style, and over here I don't know what the hell they call it, what bar soap style or whatever, I don't know, but it's just like a chemical peel or whatever. But that's temporary. It's not going to last long. Your skin color is just going to fade right back after a while. So you might get probably, let's say, a good week out of it at most, and then the pain of peeling off your damn skin and all that other crap. Yeah, I say not worth it. But now they got the permanent joints, the Sammy Sosa they got out. That's that new joints. You get that, you get that. It is no turning back. It's a wrap. You're done. You don't have to worry about the pigmentation coming back and none of that. Only thing you got to worry about is when you're in the sun, you're going to need sunscreen. You can mess up, because your skin can catch skin cancer just like anybody else that don't have a lot of, melanin or pigmentation to the skin, lighter skin. You can actually catch problems standing a prolonged time in the sun, and that's it. But as far as being in the sun and it's going to darken you back up and you're going to come back, nah. This right here is that permanent joints, man. They call that Sammy Sosa, man. That's that new joints. And that's funny though, because, well, the reason I say it's funny is because we keep on with the race stuff and racial and race. Right now, race is whatever you pick. If you want to be a skin color, that's a choice right now, man. Well, I just say, man, it's permanent. It's a permanent change. It's not like you just changing for the day. You look at pics of this man. This man is a white man that used to be black. Dude, this is reality. We're not talking about hundreds of years from now when the technology get better. The technology is already here. Matter of fact, it's been here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? It's just you have to be rich. And now the secret's getting out, and you got more and more people getting into it. I don't know if you, for you cats that listen to reggae music, y'all know Vibes Cartel. That dude did the same thing. He got that permanent joints. His skin color would never come back. Not just him, but the whole crew. Him and his dudes, man. It was gangster for a minute over there. He was mad cats doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's out. So, when dudes be like, skin color, or light skin, or dark skin, dude, that's old. That right there is a choice. If somebody's a certain skin color, that's a choice, my dude. Either that's their choice, or they just don't have the knowledge and they could look it up themselves and make whatever choice they want. So the whole skin color thing is kind of stupid, man. With today's technology, that's kind of a lame argument, man. Oh well, he's dark. Yeah, that's his choice. He want to be. If he wanted to change up, hey, it's very easy. The technology is out right now. Yeah, so that's been I'm gonna leave it on that note right there. And it's been wonderful being with you guys again. Much love to all my peeps out there, and I'll be hollering at you tomorrow. Do this on the daily. Orange Ninja News, we broadcast daily. All right, Now, as I always say, y'all be blessed and ace.